replace them tomorrow. God has blessed them. God has lifted them. And God has taken them to the four walls of the world, of the universe. They've traveled far and wide. Wọn kì í ṣe ọmọ Nàìjíríà nìkan, wọ́n tún jẹ́ ọmọ ìlú èbó lọ́hùn, èyí táwọn ilé ìbò ń pè ní diaspora. Àwọn náà kóra wọn jọ wípé this tournament should come. You're on holiday, right? Some have finished the exam, some just finished this morning. They'll be coming, they're on their way, those from Lagos and Ogun. And that's why they have come together to put this tournament so that you'll have fun, you will relate with one another, you make friends. At the same time, you will learn from the game of squash. Please, let's put our hands together and appreciate Engineer Dele Oladejo, who is the team leader. Let me put it that way, the team leader. Well, Engineer is not yet here. He's represented here. Okay, he's a medical doctor. Wow, he's a physician. Newspaper, Tribune newspaper, and all the newspapers, both online, electronic media, television. Each of those media houses has sports desk. Their job and duties is to report sport, all kind of sports. You know, some people are at Edo now, okay? Now, some people have also been deployed here to come and cover squash. So we're going to recognize them. Is Coach Taufik, I call him Pa, ever an engineer, Yunus Adrosilon, right? And the new year movie is one of the ex-pro, though I wonder why he's so fast now. Anyway, I'm going to trash him, of course. So the ex-professionals are here. I'm one of them. Others will join us tomorrow and next tomorrow. And my name, I'll tell them. Nobody knows. Okay. My name is Moromubo Laurel Ojo, a one-time national squash player, a game medalist for Ojo and Edo State Sport Festival, and a participant at the All-African Games, currently a pro for professionals in Nigeria. He's a family friend, but in a very big position. In recognizing, welcoming our own. Thank you very much. He that is humble shall never have God to be his guide. You must humble yourself. Gentlemen of the here present, all squash members, lovers of the game of squash, everyone, we welcome you once again for the press conference of the Under-13 and Under-16 Dele Oladejo Southwest Open. One more time, please come and clap for yourself. I don't know why we are here. Ogun contingent are on their way. Lagos are also on their way because they just finished the exam this morning. Others have gone to the National Sport Festival. But we're going to make the very best of the time we have. Okay? Now, the organizers have done it in such a way that you have come here to show the life of your head. You know what that means? It's something, I don't know. Smokers are liable to die young. Have you heard it before? I want to go and pass it down. When they're liable to die young. But there was an advert like I want to be. So you have come here to Jayori. You have come here to enjoy yourself while you play the game of sport. So clap for yourselves. You are the champions. There is a song we used to sing. When I say I know I can, you say I know I can. You say after me, right? Let's go. I know I can. I know I can. Be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I can't tell you, I know I can. I know I can. Be what I want to be. Be what I want to be. If I work hard at it.
We are glad to welcome all participating players from the different states and their coaches, members of the Oyo State Squash Federation and the visiting federations, top government functionaries present, distinguished members of the legendary Ibadan Recreation Club, the squash enthusiasts here present, and the gentlemen of the press, to this opening press conference of the Southwest Open Age Grade Squash Championship starting off tomorrow. So today is just for the press conference. The real event is starting tomorrow. This is an event from the auspices of the Dele Oladejo Women Health Foundation, an initiative of Dr. Oladejo, a UK-based medic in general clinical nursing with specialty in nursing anesthesiology. He's also a practicing physician in the art of ancient medicine. This squash open championship is meant to serve as a clarion call to all that is concerned to develop productive youth engagement strategies needed to contain and channel the inherent exuberances in our youths towards adding positive value to our society. This concept is predicated on the mental and physical smartness required to succeed in the game of squash. The Dele Oladejo Women Health Foundation considers the family as the basic unit of the society, which, if properly engineered or re-engineered as the case may be, can add better value to the society rather than the current sour grapes. This 8-grade championship is a vehicle to reach out to a vital component of the family in its impressionable and formative stage, thereby rescuing the teenage youth from the clutches of delinquency, a process to reconfigure the psyche towards positive varieties. The foundation is going to be rolling out programs targeted at the woman as an effective major stabilizer of the family unit. It is of the firm belief that if the woman is adequately sensitized and offered better capacity, mentally and materially, she will have been sufficiently empowered to kickstart the more desired socio-economic engineering in our society. Our advocacy to friends, well-wishers, and all people of goodwill, beginning from this platform, to join us in this essential crusade, psychologically and physically, to engender a better society for us all. The time is right for us to cease staying alone on this sensitive subject. We must get down from our seats on the fence and hit the ground running before we all get consumed. It's like we are running against time. We enjoin all people of goodwill in our society to become fellow crusaders from this event and
so you are very lucky, and I could see that the sky is even is the beginning for you. The game of squash. I don't need to be telling you the game of squash, but you know what? All works are no play. I don't want you to spend all your time on sport or on sports. You must also excel in your academics. It's very important. The game of squash or the sports that whatever sport that you do will only help you to actually excel more or better in your academics. Okay? So I will appeal to all of you, young boys and girls, take your academics very seriously as well. I wish you all the best here. And I can guarantee you will enjoy your stay with us in this section. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That as you play the game, it helps your IQ, your intellect. And by the time you get to your peak, you will go to career. Because if you're as old as doctor, you can go for national professor. So as you're playing the game of sports that is highly energetic, you study very hard and read and become somebody. And become like Dr. Oladejo, become like Dr. O, become like this Organiyo Yehubi that wants to do acrobatic that time. If I tell you this man is good, he's a big man, though, but his body is very small. And this our daddy that is representing doctor, big man. Our daddy here too, and this one channel. So you can be better and greater than them. That's their dream. Àwọn gbàdúrà pé àwọn ọmọ ìkan dá jù wọ́n lọ, kan break record jù wọ́n lọ. So what do we do to them? Ìjà fún wọn pé sàmẹ́ta. Gbòòsà! 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 Mr. Nero, what is this? Ẹ bá sọ lóbi ìdìbò after microphone. After microphone.
Good afternoon, boys and girls, uncles and aunties, brothers and sisters, and men and female of the press. It's a great honor to be here today. Before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of my coach, the chief coach of your state sports council, sports champion association, Coach Taufik Afolabi. Coach Taufik was my former coach. I was a player under him. I started with 1985. He took me to my first sports tournament, Petro Organico, in 1986 in Abeokuta. So you can know how far I've gone. And today, all the participants, this is an avenue for you to excel. What I'm going to say now, I've never said it in public, but I'll say it. I know all the Ondo contingent, they've challenged me to a squash tournament because they are looking at, they don't know who I am. But let me scare you a bit. I was a former under 16 champion of Nigeria, former under 19 champion of Nigeria, former under 21 champion of Nigeria. I was the first and the youngest player to ever represent Nigeria at the World Open. So I believe the little I've said, okay, we will see you tomorrow. So I thank you all for coming, and like what the SWAN chairman just told me a while ago, I believe all what you've seen here, they are not toys, but these are the prizes that will be going to the winners. We have under 13 boys, under 13 girls, and under 16 boys and girls as well. So get to the semi-finals and you get a brand new racket. So part of it, we've got squash balls. So we've got squash balls and socks and other accessories. So because I believe what we can do to help to the players and to the coaches and to the parents as well, I believe the cheapest sports racket you can get is 25,000 naira. And I believe each of these rackets is costing 35,000 naira. So no expense has been spared to give you guys the best. Because if you call yourself a military man or woman, if you're going to war, you need your full ammunition. So I wish every one of you best of luck. And before I sit down, I wish Oyo State best of luck because we are going to win. Okay, so I'll make sure I'll be the referee and the umpire. It's either you agree or you don't agree. So Oyo State must win, okay? God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. This is partiality. Let me speak my partiality. This is by must Oyo State take everything? No. Oh, don't will you be sleeping? No. Are you afraid of anybody? No. You don't want to be told. Come on, a big round of applause, Mr. All this equipment are not spoken. They are original. They are brand new from the factory and brought all the way from Obodo land to give to you, champions. The balls, the rackets, brand new, two Oshara. Can you get this one for 5,000 naira? Coach, what I paid 5,000? Only 5,000. What I paid 15,500 naira? Only 10,000. So the cheapest I launched is 35,000 naira. It's more than that. So I think we should give it up for the organizers. Let's thank Dr. Oladejo. Everyone that has contributed to the success of this tournament. We have quality souls, I can see Dele there, and quality ball. champions that use black mice. So you are all champs. That's why they have brought the best for you. Clap for yourselves. All right, we're going to take questions from the gentlemen of the press. And after that, there will be the presentation of some of these rackets, because I know you cannot even carry them all. Can you imagine? First junior world, former junior 21. What is that English? You know, former. Are we not here now? Is it yesterday? It is today we are talking about, Abby. We are in the 21st century. Therefore, that is to say, past tense, yes, okay, past tense, yes, go down in our old school. We are the new school. Anywhere. And when you about they go transfer, or no they fake. At your state, you are not going to go to Sunday morning at all. I mean, for your state, I love the person. I can't wait for dinner. Gentlemen of the press, over to you. Please identify yourself and the organization, then let's have a question, please. You can walk up to the microphone if you don't mind. Let's have one or two questions for the organizers. Your name and your organization, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, my name is Damohudi from Inspiration FM. All right, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. All right, we'd like to ask how many participants are we expecting for this event, and from how many states? Is it a Southwest thing or meant for everybody here in Nigeria?
All right, should we collect the questions, or you want to answer one after the other? All right. Jam question. Jam number one.
The tournament is a Southwest squash tournament. Lagos, Osun, Ondo, and Oyo State. Unfortunately, we don't have a representative from EGT. So those 5 states. So because we are accommodating 10 players and 2 officials, so we're expecting to have about 45 participants. We should have had a higher number, as you can know. As you know, this period coincides with the National Sports Festival, and most of the players, they are having exams. So that's why Lagos State and they are on their way. They'll be getting here very late. So we try to do the draws when they arrive.
Next question, please. Do you have another question, please? From the gentleman of the press. You have another one? Okay. Sorry, NDPR.
Now we're looking at the total calculation of the gifts we have here. Like how much does everything cost, so that we know if it is a total of worth. Thank you very much. Can we know? And is this event going to be a yearly thing, or is it going to be once in 2 years or once in 3 years?
The first question you asked, how much is this gift? The what? Let me answer like a politician, which I'm not. Because if I give you the figure, there will be repercussion. I'll just tell you these are the best you can get. So, I hope I've answered your question. So you can bring one out and you feel it yourself. So it's just like you go to a Toyota company when you see tear rubber. So everything is factory fitted. So this racket, it's specially made for top athletes. It's got cushion, air condition, so whereby instead of you sweating, it will cool you down. So I hope you get my joke, okay?
Well, I also like to add to your question, sir. The mistake some of us make when we attend programs like this, we take off and take away the logistics involved in putting the tournament together, the ups and downs. They're going to feed the children breakfast, lunch, and dinner from their arrival today till Sunday morning. So if you want to quantify that financially to the quality of balanced diet they want to give the children, hotel accommodation, they're not putting them in one hall or they just sleep on the floor. A good hotel accommodation, well, as in good accommodation where the children will be comfortable after the day's matches. So if you put all this together with the quality of the racket directly from the factory, which is being used by the world-ranked players, I think if I give a figure and say they've spent 1 million naira, I think I've underplayed the organizers. Please, can we give up for the organizers? And I also want to say that there's been much media publicity here and there well before now, and we know what that takes and costs. So we just need to appreciate the organizers with using Dr. Oladejo as a point of contact. Me, you have not paid me for this, but I know it's a bitter truth because I know what it takes to organize a tournament. Please, let's give it up for the organizers. Any other question from gentlemen of the press? Should we go and see that? We want him to reduce so that he can beat these champions. Should we sit down? No. Daddy, when you can go. No. Anyway. Let's appreciate him one more time. Thank you very much for answering the questions we have. You want to say something? No, it's not. Okay, thank you for bringing out. This is what the racket looks like. Another question, please come forward. Hello, sir, from your Inspiration FM. Come and have a feel of this. Do you play squash? No, you don't. Okay. What? Yes. The taste is in the eating or the food, okay? So you can feel it. Yes, your question, sir.
My name is Oladejo. I write for Dele Independent. So in Nigeria here, mostly the Nigerians and the Nigerian government, they always talk about football. But there are some other sports, like squash now. Some, to some extent, apart from the journalists and some people that are participating in the sport, people don't know much about squash. So I want to advise the government in the area of scholarship for other sports apart from football. So your message to the government in the area of scholarship for squash is.
You raised a valued question. I think my appeal to the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Sheyi Makinde. In Nigeria, all government, they always concentrate on football, both local, state, and national. I believe the amount the Nigerian government spend on the national football team, if 10% is enough to fund all the other sports associations in Nigeria, I believe with the governor we have, and I believe with the construction and renovation of Adamasinga Stadium, I think I'll use this opportunity to appeal to our governor. I believe he's a listening governor. So to come to the aid of other sports, because I know 3SC, they are doing us proud, but we want the funding to go around all other sporting associations. As you can imagine, from a parent point of view, you're trying to send your kids to school, buying them books, and you think about it and you're thinking of buying equipment. So that way, if the government can come to the aid of other sports, it will help out. I'm not trying to put down football, but you find that in Nigeria, maybe any football tournament, there's always funding. But when you look at other sports, okay, like look at the prestigious recreation club, and when players are going for tournaments, so you find that when people privately buy players' equipment, Dr. Cole is here. So everybody is doing their own part to give back. So I will use this opportunity to appeal to the government that it's not just football. Because in football you go to Olympics, you only win one medal. But in squash you have singles, you have team. So you have 4 players that will make a team. So individually they can win gold, silver, bronze, win a team event. So the amount that will be used to sponsor a squash team compared to a football team that you need 30 players, of players and officials. So I believe the government should look into that. So let's try and help other sports for us to get to a greater height. God bless you all.
Okay, for gender balancing, gender equality, no woman, no nation. Please, madam, come. Somebody said, no more time, I'll give it.
Alright, good day everyone. My name is Blessing Fuwe. from Splash FM. My question is addressing what challenges have you faced? Challenges, maybe you have faced some, or maybe you haven't faced any. I'd like for you to talk to us about the challenges of putting this together, one, and secondly, getting parents to release their kids to come for an event like this. I know it's not football, like they've said. Parents' response to sports generally, in a large percentage, it's a bit, somehow it's a bit lopsided. While some support sports, some don't. So I'd like to know what challenges you have gone through in putting this together, and then in also getting parents to release their kids, to come for an event like this, and also to get interest from the students themselves to a competition like this.
Thank you for that question. I think like in any walk of life, any profession, you will face challenges. I think when we started the idea of this tournament, if you look at the posters and all the banners, you look at, these are the players representing each state. I felt it would be nice because to put the pictures of the players, because if you're a parent and you see the picture of another person, it will definitely encourage you. And as a player, when you see your picture on posters, banners, it will encourage you. So we didn't want to go down the route of putting foreigners on the background. And regarding challenges, I believe this tournament, the date was fixed since November last year. And you can imagine the National Sports Festival has been postponed 4 times. Now, the National Sports Festival is now going on at the same time as this tournament. One of the challenges we faced as we speak, Lagos State, they should have been here, but because of the exams some schools are going through, so because of just one player, so the whole team, they have to come together. So they won't be in Ibadan until about maybe 4 or 5 p.m. So the same thing goes to players in Ogun State. So those are some of the challenges. I believe nothing, at the end of it, things will go smooth, but the beginning, halfway, you will definitely face those hiccups. But we thank God that so far so good. Those who are here, they got here safely. So, and those who will be coming, they will be arriving later, and some will be coming very early tomorrow morning. Our prayer is that they leave home safely and they get here safely and they all return safely.
Okay, we appreciate you, Mr. Neo. You can now take a seat before the chairman. Yeah, there will be presentation of. You will do that. You have to do that for us. But before the presentation, my satellites, physically and spiritually, have been, roaming around Oyo State. And spiritually, I'm being informed that we have a special guest of honor for this tournament, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, and it's most likely the Holy Spirit will bring him on Saturday for the final. Amen. Say amen now. Amen. Don't you want to have a handshake with the governor? And you don't want to see the governor. You will say, welcome, Mr. Gomino. Gomino, we love you. So my spiritual satellite is going to bring him. We're going to pray. He's a very busy man, and he loves sports very well. So we're going to pray fervently. When you want to sleep tonight, say, God, let the governor create 15-20 minutes for us on Saturday. We want to see him here. Do you think God can do it? Yes. My sister will say he's a doing God. So let's clap for the special guest of honor in absentia, the governor of Oyo State. Now we're going to do the presentation. Mr. Neo, will you please do us that honor and present to the representative of Dr. Dele Oladejo, the quality squash brackets, Black Knights, all the way from the factory, Obono Feli Feli, Tieroba. The Swan Chairman, we appreciate you. We thank you so much for the gentlemen of the press as well. We thank you all. All invited guests, friends and families, the champs from the state available and those on their way. We thank everyone for taking out time out of a busy schedule to be here this afternoon. We hope to see more of you tomorrow till Saturday evening, where we'll have the finals and the departure will be on Sunday. Mr. Neo, you can sit down and you can do the acrobatic later. So, it's on this note that I want to say a very big thank you to everyone for being part of the press conference, the gentlemen of the press, the men behind the cameras, and the female journalists and everyone. Swan Chairman, we thank you. Coach Tafi, we thank you. Now, to all the champs, let's do 3 bossas to all the dignitaries here present as we say a very big thank you. Bossa Metao, Bossa, Bossa, Bossa. Thank you very much, and the day starts tomorrow. Thank you, sir, for coming. The band, please, over to the band. Thank you. I have like music. Thank you. That must be better.